journey begin. Who win this year's championship? Come feel the heat of this dream. Witness the strength and confidence of those who face these challenges. Cause in the end, we all win. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Everybody say na 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 the ball has hit the bat, whoa, whoa. Fielders are running to catch it. Is a six or will it be a four? We scream, we roar, oh my god, the tension soar. The pressure, the skill on display is amazing, what can I say? Let the clocks run in millions, as if cricket is our religion. Let's go. If you wanna be the best, play with courage and confidence. Level up your game to be prominent. Don't forget it's your time to shine. Play tough but remember to be kind. Let's see who tops at the finish line. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Game 2 of the day of the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 11. This is the first played game between MarshMclennan and Munich Re. We have Kunal from Marsh and Mohsen from Munich, who will be at the center, and our lucky mascot, Junior Kunal, out here with us. Junior, say hi.
Hi.
And we have our umpire who will be doing the toss. Kunal will call and Mohsen will flip the coin. Tails is the call, and heads it is. Mohsen, you won the toss. What do you want to do?
We're going to bowl.
You're going to bowl first. Considering that it's been a long tournament, both the teams have played 13 games prior to this. How has the team been, the morale been, in spite of not making it to the Super 8?
I think the morale is good. This was the first tournament. This is the first time we created the team, so I think we've done quite good. There are some good signs, and I think we need to learn from mistakes and build on our positives. And I think we'll have a good match today.
And considering that the wicket has been quite barren and they're 200 plus, what sort of a score do you want to keep them down to?
I think we have some good bowlers today with some good techniques. I think 140 would be a good score to restrict them to.
Thank you and all the best. We have Kunal. Kunal, happy to bat first. The conditions pretty good for batting.
Yes, conditions looks better for batting, but we would have balled first as well. As we know how the strategy for Munich goes, they always select to ball first, so we were trying to go against their comfort zone. But yeah, nevertheless, we always preferred batting first, so we are looking forward to bat first and set up the, as big as total as possible.
And again, same question. I mean, you don't make it to the plate, you don't make it to the Super 8, but you are still in the fray and you have something to look forward to. What has been the talk to the boys coming into this event?
You know, for Marsh, it has always been a thing that on our day we can beat the best team. So we had bet Watania in our qualifiers. We had bet Howden. We won against Team 11. We had been spoil sports for Team 11. So I know everyone over here knows that Marsh can be little on the given day. Marsh is not a new team. Marsh has been playing this tournament for 11 years. It's just that this sort of league, people come, people go. So we were trying to form a good team, but I think we have our best team on ground today, and we will have for the next 4 games as well. So you will see the best game coming from Marsh going forward in the next 4 games.
Thank you. And that's the news from the center. Munich captain Mo Singh winning the toss and is elected to bowl first. More action coming. Stay tuned. Thank you. This is game 2 of the Insurance Premier League, first game of the plate event. Kunal Bhupatrao taking strike, falling over. Lucky for him, is on the ground right now. We'll have to see whether he's hurt himself. Prasanna Moses, the other batsman. Subhan Ahmed, the bowler. A problem straight away for MarshMclennan. Kunal retired hurt for the first ball of the game. Trying to go for a wild swing. Ended up getting a cramp on his right leg, is what he indicated when he was walking off the field. So number 3 comes to the center. Number 3, Abizar, the wicketkeeper, coming to the center. The previous game that these two sides met, Munich had a comfortable 9-wicket victory as Abizar plays it back to the bowler, Subhan the bowler. No runs yet. Right arm off spin over the wicket, tosses one, goes on the back foot, plays it towards short mid wicket, wanting a single. Fielded there at short mid wicket, no run yet. Score remains on 0. Fourth ball, again tossing, plays it with soft hands towards short cover. By the time the fielder comes in, they set off for a single. So first runs on board of the game. Abizar off the mark with that single, is 1 of 3. Brings Prasanna on to strike for the first time in the game. Trying to cut this one, keeper doing well, Tanzil. Last ball of the first over coming up. Again tossing this one, cuts this one towards point. There's a fielder there at extra cover. We'll wait and watch. Keeps it down to a single. End of the first over, 2 for the loss of no wicket. Kunal Bhupatrao had to make his way back to the dugout after injuring himself. Chara comes to the attack, right arm over the wicket, is bowling to Prasanna. Again cuts this one towards the extra covers. There's a man there. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 3. Right arm over the wicket was slow medium. Started off with spin and then has slow medium pacer to partner him. This time plays it towards the third man, Ken, the fielder there, stops it with his boot, and by the time he could send the ball back, 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 5. Abizar moves to 3 or 4. Not much venom in the bowling, but just trying to maintain line and length. This time pitches it up to the batsman, plays it towards the extra cover boundary. There's a single there. Good ploy to keep the man at extra covers, but if you want to attack, you might as well have the man in the cover region. Ask them to go over the top if they are interested, with the field inside the circle. Plays this towards the man it covers, and a single being taken, a dot ball. Score remains on 6. As we have a look at the field. Come back shot to continue. Plays it down the ground. There's a man there at mid-on. And a single completed easily. Score moves on to 7. No boundaries yet in the inning so far. 1.45 overs completed as drives this one towards the man. It covers the man at the edge of the ring. Can't stop the single from being taken. 8 for no loss at the end of 2. Abizar batting 5 of 6 and Prasanna Mosing batting 3 of 5.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Over number 3 to begin, and the first ball shot on the pads and swirled away towards the mid-wicket boundary. So Prasanna gets the first boundary for his side. He's now batting 7 of 6 balls. So that was 11 of 7 balls rather. The 6 of, pardon me, that's the 6 of the first ball. As the second ball, he bowls it outside the off stump. The third ball of the over, plays this towards covers, fielded with his body behind the line, keeps it down to a single. Fifth ball of the over. Edge this one towards the third man. Ken gives a chase. Fields the ball just inside the boundary. Another couple of runs to the total. Two more runs now. Already in the third over of the innings, they need to start getting some momentum into this game as Prasanna now changes stance and plays with the open stance. Plays it towards point. No run there. Mohsen the fielder. A dot ball. Score remains on 15. Is trying to cut this one too close for it. End of the over. 15 for the loss of no wicket at the end of 3 overs. A much better over this one. 7 runs coming off it. End of the third over. Welcome back. Over number 4. Shot to continue outside the off stump. Again, trying to cut this one, Abizar, not in the range, so doesn't get any contact. So a dot ball. 2 men outside the ring, 1 man at long off, and a man at extra cover. Again, this time plays it across the line, plays it towards mid-on. The man there doing the fielding keeps it down to a single. And not so good fielding, gives away another extra overthrows, couple of them to be precise. So what should have been a single has been converted into 3. Score moves on to 18. Abizar, the benefactor there, rather Prasanna was the one who Prasanna on strike, plays it towards deep short square legs, rather was single there. Score moves on to 19. Not a convincing stroke, but still a run added to the total, and this is what MarshMclennan will be hoping. The last time these two teams met, Marsh had made only 97 in their allotted 20 overs, and then Munich had comfortably cantered home with the loss of 1 wicket. They scored 100 in that chase. Saad comes into bowl to in the air and falls in no man's land, a single being taken. Score moves on to 20. Drills this one towards mid-on. The fielder there misfields, allows the ball to go towards the boundary. So 4 more runs to the total. Score moves on to 23. Not a good effort by the man at mid-on. Had to move only a couple of steps to his left and field the ball. Was way away from it, as this time plays this one towards covers, and a single being scored there. .24 for the loss of no wicket at the end of 4. Abizar, the man who is batting 18 of 13, he's the one who scored both the boundaries so far, as Subhan comes down the wicket, but a foolish delivery, plays it to short third, gets a single. Ken, the fielder there, has been busy in that third man region. Score moves on to 25. Brings Prasanna on to strike, who is batting at 6 of 10. He's a bit slow, but probably the idea is to keep wickets up to the end, as he this time plays it with soft hands. The man at short mid wicket. Coming across. No run there. Plays from outside the leg stump and then walks in. This time plays it in the air and straight to the man Shubhan, who catches it off his own bowling. So the first wicket down. Prasanna out for 6 of 12 balls, caught and bowled without any boundaries or sixes. Have a look at it. Way outside the leg stump, walks in and doesn't get to the pitch of the ball. Plays it high in the air, and a safe catch for Shubhan of his own bowling. 6 of 12, with a strike rate of 50. Brings the man. number 4. Rahul Srivastava, the man coming to the center. Comes at the fall of Prasanna's wicket. Munich captain Mohsin winning the toss and electing to allow MarshMclennan to take first strike. The previous game we saw nearly 400 runs being scored. The wicket playing through at the moment. It's just a matter of somebody has plays it defensively, playing outside the line of the off stump with a couple of balls. Rahul Srivastava, 4 games, 35, strike rate of 102. They'll want him to come in and score big today as he plays it with soft hands back to the bowler. Last ball of the 5th over coming up. Chuban has given away 10 runs of the 2.5 and he closes out the over with a dot ball, 25 for 1 run and a wicket in this over. Start to continue the 6th over, last over of power play as Abizar plays it towards mid-on. Much better fielding this time. Rahul wanting to go for a single but sent back by Abizar. No run there. 25 for 1. Saad digs it into the pitch, plays it high in the air over the man at long on for a maximum. This one sat up to be hit and he obliges by sending it over the long on boundary. So 6 runs, the first maximum of the game. Score moves on to 31 as we have a look. Saad bowling it into the pitch, sits up and Abizar, too good a batsman to miss out on that, sends this high and handsome over the long on boundary. Score moves on to 31. It's just a stroke that will open up for this, and as he's full toss and plays it straight to the man at mid-on. A single there, completes it comfortably. Score moves on to 32. Abhisar moves on to Shad. 11 matches, 5 wickets, economy of 8.52. As Rahul plays it towards mid-off, sets off for a single, an easy run. Score moves on to 32. Rahul ka stats se karna, Rahul ka stats jab next batting karna hai. So the score moves on to 33 with that single. 5.4 overs. Last 2 balls of the power play. Man at long off waiting for that as he plays one towards the mid-wicket region and another boundary. So good over for MarshMclennan so far. Score moves on to 37. Have a look at it. Converts it into a full toss and sends this over into the mid-wicket region. There's no protection out there, so that will be easy runs for them. He moves on to 30. He scored 30 of the 37 which have come so far. At this time plays it over the bowler's head. The man at long off coming to his right keeps it down to a single. End of the power play, a mixed one, 38 for 1 at the end of 6 overs. Shad given away 28 runs in the 3 overs that he's bowled, and Shubham at the same time has given away 10 runs and taken 1 wicket in the 3 overs that he has bowled. We'll have a bowling change.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
a big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Start of the 7th over, Shubhan to continue through his spell. Probably Mohsen wanting to get wickets up front and try to keep this chase to the minimum as Shubhan continues. Abizar plays it towards the man at extra covers with the field spread out now. He has more protection. Shubhan 13 matches, 9 wickets at economy of 9.58. He's done well today. He's got a wicket and kept it below 3 runs as plays it towards short third. No run there. Ken again the man who comes to the picture. 39 for 1 in 6.2. Current run rate of 6.16. This time he goes over square leg and a maximum. So Rahul 4 matches, 36 runs at strike rate of 94. Now can add a few more to his tally. He gets a maximum, goes on one knee. We have a look at the replay. Have a look at it. Toss it up into the arc and he just sends us over the square leg boundary for a maximum. This time slightly shortens the length, plays it towards the mid-wicket region. They complete a comfortable single. Score moves on to 46. Couple of more balls left in the over. Abizar on strike. Plays it towards the man. It covers. There's a single there, easily completed. So score moves on to 47. Last ball of the over. As Rahul plays softly towards short cover, no run there. End of the over, end of Shubhan's spell. Expensive one, 9 runs coming off it. 40. And have a look at that. Plays this one over square leg, picks the bones out of it and sends it just over the square leg boundary for a maximum. Welcome back. The first bowling change. Mohsen, the captain, coming into bowl. Right arm over the wicket. Abizar plays it towards covers and completes an easy single. The man at covers is quite busy. He needs to make sure he closes out those singles. Walks in a few pace rather than staying at the edge of the circle. It's when you start attacking and you keep some doubt in the mind of the batsman as Mohsen bowls to Rahul. Keeper not up to the stumps, so he's just a foot and a half away, so that doesn't ease his reach for a stumping. Onto the pads, plays it towards short fine, chance of a run out. Again slow fielding there, the batsman just scampering home for that single. Score moves on to 49. 49 for 1 in 7.3. Abizar batting 34 of 22. Mohsen 9 matches, 3 wickets, economy 10.5. Plays this towards long on. The man Shad doing the fielding there. The 50 coming up. 50 coming up in 7.4 overs. Abizar doing the bulk of the scoring. He is on 35 of 23, and Rahul Srivastava with that maximum is 9 of 10. Slow start, but now trying to keep up. This time in the air again, brings the man at long on into play, but just above him is the boundary roads for another maximum. So now MarshMclennan getting a move on. They were tied down in the first 3 overs and now deciding to go over the ropes. They've managed to go 3 times over it. All the 3 times the ball has just gone over the ropes. At this time, Mohsin errs in line. He bowls a wide. Tanzil, the keeper, unable to collect it cleanly but doesn't allow that extra run. The score moves on to 57. अरे छक्के के बाद स्कोर भी तो हुआ अच्छा 9 रन 56 for 1 at the end of 8 overs. Current run rate of 7 will get them to 140. Abizar batting 35 of 23, and Rahul Srivastava with that second maximum has now galloped to 15 of 12. Always second change, bowling over number 9 of the innings. 6 matches, he's just got 1 wicket. Economy, something which he will not be able to talk much about, as Rahul drives this one down the ground. Saad, the fielder there, he's been kept busy for the last few balls. Single to start out. Score moves on to 57. Quicker one this time, right under the bat, plays it down towards point. This easy single there. Score moves on to 58. Will be called. Wait for the umpire signal. The keeper beaten out there, and the ball just stopped inside the boundary. 2 runs have been run. We'll wait for the umpire signal. It's a free hit. It's a no ball, waist height no ball. So the free hit, and Rahul plays it in the air, going towards the cover boundary. There's a fielder there. 1 run completed easily. राहुल ने लिया अभी अभिजार है स्ट्राइक पे. Again another full toss, plays it towards the cover region. There's a fielder there, and another single added. Score moves on to drives this one towards the cover region, and another boundary. And now Rahul getting into the act. Score moves on to 66. He moves on to 20. Last ball of the over. This time on the full, plays it towards short fine. There's a fielder there, no run there. End of the over, 8 runs coming up in. 66 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 9. Motion to bowl the 10th over, the last over before the drinks break, as Abizar comes down the wicket, plays it in the air, wide of the man at long off, a single being taken. Score moves on to 67. Brings Rahul on to strike. He's on 20 of 17. Abizar batting 38 of 26. This time Rahul plays it in the air towards the mid-wicket region, and over the rope she goes for another maximum. Score moves on to 73. Have a look at it. Picks that one up on one leg and sends it over the mid-wicket region for a maximum. Motion 16 of the 1.2 as Rahul plays this off the inner half of the bat. Goes towards the man at mid-wicket. There's a fielder there for that. Score moves on to 74. .74 for 1. Will be called a wide. Abizar trying to fetch that one from where he was standing. Didn't get to the pitch of the ball. Sometimes when you play such shots, they could prove fatal, where it hits the inner half of the bat and cannons onto the stump. So not to be. So he's lucky to be there. 75. As this time dabs this one towards point, but unable to stop the single, asking for a run out. Will this be sent upstairs? We'll wait and watch. The bat is grounded and we don't have the field not out. And the message relayed that the batsman has made his ground. Not out is the call, so the batsman survives. Motion 76 for 1. This time drives this one through the cover region. Fielder there keeps it down to a single. 77 for 1. Last ball of the 10th over coming up. Plays it in the air towards long on. Falls short of the man at long on. A single completed. So end of 10 overs, 78 for 1. Abizar batting 40 of 28 balls and Rahul batting 28 of 20. 3 boundaries and a 6 to Abizar, and Rahul has 1 boundary and 3 maximums.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
That is what we do day in and day out with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Welcome back. The second half of the innings, we changed sides. Wicket has to be evenly used as always to start over number 11. Abizar on strike. Plays this towards covers. There's a fielder there for a single. Coming towards the edge of the circle. Score moves on to 79. Abizar moves on to 41. Need to know what sort of score MarshMclennan will be happy to post. Thinking of as Mawson said, they wanted him to keep them under 150. They've done 78. Asking Rahul, trying to be a bit cute, trying to play this one towards the leg stump. Missed the line. The keeper doing well to field the ball. Onto the pads, called wide. Score moves on to 80. For 1. Full toss, plays it towards the mid-wicket region. There's a fielder there. Again keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 82. Ovis had given away 8 runs in the first over. He starts off with giving a couple of singles and a wide. 3 runs of 3 balls effectively. As Abizar drives this one back past the bowler towards the man at long off. The captain Mawson there at long off keeps it down to a single. So 4 singles of the over so far. Score moves on to 82. Rahul plays this one down towards long on. There's nobody there. And another boundary. So 4 singles and a boundary to follow. They get 8 runs of the over. Score moves on to 86 with 1 more ball to come. Have a look at it. 2 full. Just enough to drive the ball. The man at long off is quite straight. So had no chance to go and cut that one off, allowing the ball to go into the boundary as Mawson bowls, and Rahul comes down the ground and this time plays it towards the left of the long off fielder for a maximum. So a 14 run over comes to a conclusion and the score is propelled to 92. Current run rate of 8.36. Should get up to 168. So Rahul gets his 4th maximum of the innings. He moves on to 39 of 24. Have a look at that. A couple of steps down the track and just over all the 4 maximums that he scored so far have just crossed the boundary line. End of the over. Anis to start over number 12, right arm over the wicket. 11 matches, 5 wickets. As this time Abizar plays this towards long on, but only for a single. So Saad kept busy. He had to retrieve with the ball a couple of times over the boundary. This time had to field that one. 11 matches, 5 wickets, economy of 12.4. Not so impressive figures, but this is corporate cricket and you want to make use of every opportunity that you get. As this time he bowls a wide, and Tanzim, the wicketkeeper, misses that one. So an extra run added. Score moves on to 95. अरे 2 रन आए भाई मेरे, दो रन आए, 2 रन आए, उसको बोल 2 रन आए, वाइड +1 कहाँ ध्यान है. Rahul on strike, this time over the bowler's head, and the man at long off always comes in and fields that one, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 96. Rahul places towards square leg, completes a single, comes back for the second. Score moves on to 98. For the loss of 1 wicket. We're in the 12th over. Already 6 runs coming of the 3 balls that have been bowled so far. This time Rahul plays it towards the mid-wicket region, and the fielder is unable to cut that one off. So another boundary, 100 coming up. 100 coming up in 11.4 overs. 102 for 1. As Mohsin stops and delivers, and that one doesn't allow the momentum. A ball sitting up to be hit and sends over the mid-wicket. So Rahul moves on to 45 of 26 balls with 2 boundaries and 5 maximums. Full toss, 4 maximums rather, as we see. This is the 5th maximum that we see. I spoke a bit too soon. So he completes his 50 with that 6, 51 of 27, 2 boundaries, 5 maximums. Acknowledges his teammates. As we have a look at the dugout, who are sitting pretty happy at the moment. 51 of 26. As Anis onto the pads, bowls this one, and bowl also wide. Score moves on to 109. 16 runs coming off those 5 balls. This time again short, plays it towards the mid-wicket region, through the hands of mid-wicket for another boundary. So coming off that प्रैक्टिस करते ये इधर ही रहते हैं. कौन सी टीम के लिए खेलते हैं? स्पॉन्सर बहुत बड़ा है क्या? तो कहाँ कहाँ खेलते हैं? इधर ही खेलते रहते हो लोग पूरा दिन? हाँ? Salahuddin, the new bowler, comes into bowl over number 13. As Abhizar plays this one towards long on, The fielder there, Saad, fields the ball, keeps it down to a single. Rahul again fetches this one and plays it high in the air, and Shad completes a well judged catch, so his entertaining innings comes to a close. He's out for 55 of 29 balls. Caught by Shad off the bowling of Salahuddin. So Salahuddin coming in and doing what was expected of the rest of the bowlers. He manages to get Rahul Srivastava out. .55 of 29 caught Shad, both Salahuddin, 4 boundaries, 5 maximum, strike rate of 189.66. This is the end of Rahul Srivastava. Ankur, the new man, coming at number 5. 11 matches, 94 runs, 113.25 strike rate. Ankur facing Salahuddin, trying to drive this one into the keeper's gloves. No run there. Salahuddin bowling right arm over the wicket. Again, this one slightly lower. Ankur not able to fetch that one. No run there. Score remains on 114. This one, is that a chance? The umpire reckons this was going, the impact was outside the line. Let's have a look at the replay. Interesting. I'm sure the bowler and the keeper are not happy about it. Should be something. Last ball of the over. Rather, end of the over. Given away 1 run and taken 1 wicket. Ankur lucky to survive that one. $114 for 2 in 13 overs. Ankur batting none of 4 balls. Aviza batting 45. He's on strike now. Mohsin the bowler. At this time digs it into the pitch. Plays it back towards the bowler. No run there. Plays it this time towards the man at long off. Completes a single. Awaits the fielder there. Score moves on to 115. Brings Ankur back on strike. This time onto the pads, plays it towards the square leg area for a couple of bounces into the fence. So he's off the mark with that boundary. Score moves on to 119. Have a look at that. Mohsen bowling it onto the, bringing the ball back in, but he bowled it a bit too in for him to take that stroke, and couple of bounces into the fence he goes. So score moves on to 119. This time compensates by bowling a wide, and the keeper missing that one allows that single to be completed. So 2 more runs to the total. Score moves on to 121. .121 for 2 brings Abizar on strike. He's on 46 of 35 balls. Plays this in the air towards long on. One bounce towards Saad and a single. Score moves on to 122, and he moves on to 47. Onto the pads, missed by the keeper again. Another bye. 1 more run added. Score moves on to 123. Last ball of the 1, 2, 3 for 2, and places in the air towards the mid-wicket region. The Ken, the fielder there, comes around, keeps it to a single. End of the over. Mohsen's given away 30 runs of the 3 overs. 124 for 2 at the end of 14 overs. Abizar batting 48 of 37 and Ankur batting 4 of 6.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Salahuddin coming to bowl his second over. He's given away 1 run and taken 1 wicket in the over that he's bowled. This time bowls it slightly short, and Abizar plays it towards the square leg boundary for a single. He moves on to 49. Score moves on to 125. A 5.5 overs remaining in this innings. 35 balls effectively. They will at least want to get 175 to 180, if not more, as this time Ankur plays it over the bowler's head and well fielded by the Oves at long off. Runs to his right, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 126. Salahuddin to Abizar. Comes down the wicket, trying to play this one, but misses that one. Dot ball. .126 for 2. A 1-run shot with what would be another good 50 as he plays it in the air and goes to the right of Ken, who fields well, keeps it down to a single. They come back for second. So 2 more runs and a well-made 50 for Abizar, who's now on 51 of 40 balls with 3 boundaries and 1 maximum. Bit of encouragement from Ankur, who goes up and congratulates his partner. Abizar 51 of 40, 3 boundaries, 1 maximum. As Salahuddin this time plays it in the air, goes in towards long off and above his head for a maximum. So Salahuddin 2 coming in for some treatment out here. Have a look at that. Pitches it up just enough for Abizar to open his arms and send that over the long off boundary for a maximum. Score moves on to 134. Last ball of the over coming up. Expensive so far. Could be more. This one is over the mid-wicket boundary for another maximum. So end of the over. 16 runs coming off it. Back-to-back sixes. Have a look at that. Again, gets enough to open his arms and send that over the mid-wicket boundary towards the scorer's area. 140 for 2 at the end of 15. First ball, a single being taken. So, always bowling to Abizar. Foolish delivery. And a dot ball. Always to Abizar. Full toss above the waist. Will wait for the umpire signal. He calls it a no ball. So, that's a free hit. Plus another single to the total. Always immediately apologizing for that no ball. तो ठंडी हो गई है गर्म है So free hit. Ankur, the benefactor. Let's see what he does out of it. He plays it in the air towards the cover region for a single. Couldn't make much use of that extra ball that he got. This time another single to the total. Score moves on to 145 and another dot ball. 15.4 overs completed. Ankur Gandhi standing just outside his crease, trying to has another full toss in the air towards the man at fine leg. Ankur Gandhi asking whether that was above waist, not to be. .146 for 2. We're in the last 4 overs of the innings. Ankur on strike. Shad, the bowler, comes back. As batsman plays this towards point and they complete an easy single. Score moves on to 147. Abhisar now batting on 65 of 45 with 3 boundaries and 3 maximums. Ankur is on 8 of 11 as Abhisar now on strike. Plays this in the air towards long on, and the fielder there, he will keep it down to 2. The score moves on to 148. .148 for 2 as this one's called a wide. Jumped down the track, but seeing that it was bowled outside the off stump, it will called a wide. He decided not to go for it. So 1 more run added. Score moves on to 150. 16.2 overs completed. Projected score will take them to 180. They'll be looking for that and more as they have 8 wickets in hand. Straight a one down to the man at long on. Salahuddin, the fielder, keeps it down to a single again. Score moves on to 151. It's another dot ball. Yeah, 151 for 2 as Ankur plays it towards the mid-wicket region. The fielder there, 1 bounce, picks up the ball and sends it back to the bowler, keeps it down to a single. 152 for 2. Slow one, deposits towards the mid-wicket. Ken this time unable to foot the ball in. Ends the over with a boundary. 158 for 2 at the end of 17 overs. Sorry, 156 for 2. Have a look at that. Slightly slow, picked his spot, sends us towards the mid-wicket region. Ken does well to reach the ball, but that effort not good enough to stop the ball from the boundary. 156 for 2. Abhisar batting 72. And Ankur batting 10 of 14. Always to continue. Over number 18, Ankur plays it in the air towards long on. And Shad this time couldn't hold on to that. And that's 1 bounce. Is guilty of dropping a catch plus ensuring that the ball crosses the boundary. Have a look at that. Done well. Stationed himself very well. But then in the end, misjudged it by a few centimeters. And that was good enough for the ball to go over the boundary. And always overcompensating by bowling a wide. So 1 more run. Score moves on to 161. It's already gone for 33 in the 3.1 that he's bowled. This time shot played towards long on. And this time Shad makes no mistake. So the end of Ankur Gandhi, who's out for an entertaining 14 of 16 balls caught by Shad off the bowling of Owais. So 3rd wicket down. Have a look at that. Dug it in. He had to fetch it from outside off stump. That was his undoing. And the ball into the safe hands of Shad, who had dropped the ball catch earlier in the over. This time makes no mistake. 14 or 16, 2 boundaries. ग्राफिक पहले चला नहीं चाहिए था ना उस जैसे ऑटो हम लोग ग्राफिक हाँ अच्छा अच्छा ये एक प्रॉब्लम है ग्राफिक इमीडिएट पहुंचे हाँ Zaid Faisal, the new man, is coming at the fall of Ankur's wicket. "14 matches, 174 runs, strike rate of 108, can do plays with the open stance, drives this towards covers for a single. He is off the mark with that. 162 for 3. Brings Abizar on to strike. He's been there since the second ball of the innings. Abizar came after the first ball of the game where Kunal was injured. This time he plays it in the air in no man's land and batsman complete a single. Score moves on to 163. And single to Zaid. .164 for 3. Towards short mid wicket, there's a fielder there. End of the over. 18 overs completed, 165. Always finishing his quota of 4 overs, 37 for 1.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
165 for 3. Current rate of 9.2 will get them to 184. Is called a wide of the first ball. Score moves on to 166. Overcompensating this one by bowling another wide and an extra run off the wicketkeeper's hands. So 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 168. So 3 more runs added to the total without a ball being counted. Mawson will have to do better than that. He's already gone for 33, as this time much better line and edge. Drop by the keeper is what Mawson is trying to indicate. Replay. Feels that the batsman had got an edge onto that one. This time Zaid plays this towards long on for a single. Saad comes into field, keeps it to a single. Not sure, probably there was a bottom edge. But as of now, the batsman is still in the center, and Abizar is on strike right now, 74 of 50. 169 misses that one. Bowling it quite full, not allowing the batsman any room or any sort of length to get under. So the death overs, you normally bowl full and you keep the batsman guessing. You try to keep it as full as possible, not give any sort of length to the batsman. And this time he is guilty of that and sends this towards the mid-wicket boundary. Ken being busy through the innings, misfields, and the batsman crossover for another run. So 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 171. Now the 2 more balls in the over left. This is the penultimate over of the innings. This time comes down the track, takes it on the half and sends us towards long on. A single completed and the batsman easily come back for a second. Zaid is quite quick. By the time the fielders are able to reach the ball, he's already, with those long legs, is able to cover much better ground than his partner, and taking the risk of coming towards the danger end. Allows 2 more runs added. 173 for 3. Last ball of the over. This time Abizar missing that one. End of the over. End of Mohsen's spell. None for 38 in the 4 overs that he's bowled. Salahuddin coming in to bowl the last over of the innings. He's gone for 17. 173 as this time Zaid drives this towards covers. By the time the fielding is done, he completes a single and more importantly, gets Abizar on strike, who will want to face the maximum deliveries and try to maximize they can. They already posted a formidable score. They were looking at around 180. They're close to that. Needs to be seen how many more they can get in the last 5 balls. Plays it in the air towards the mid-wicket region. Fielder coming around to his right, but cannot stop the double. So 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 176. And Abizar moves on to the 80s. He is now 80 of 55 balls. This time towards the offside, towards the point boundary. The fielder unable to cut that one off. So 4 more runs. Good intent shown by the bowler. Wanted to keep it away from his strike, but got to make sure you have the men there for that. He stretches out, plays to the outside half of the bat, and the ball going towards the point boundary. The fielder unable to stop that one, and it goes towards the point boundary. Score moves on to 180. In the air towards long off, a couple of bounces and 1 more run added to the total. Score moves on to 181. Batting 85 and Zaid batting 4 of 5 with a slightly open stance in the line of the off. So we called a dead ball. Replay. Let's have a look at that replay where the bowler just missing and the ball just flying out of his hands, and everybody was looking up in the air as Zaid plays this one towards Square leg Ken, the fielder there, keeps it down to a single, a direct hit, and they get another run. We'll wait and watch whether they're going upstairs for this. The umpire not interested. So 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 183. Zed now 6 of 6. Last ball, plays it towards long off, a single completed. So close out the innings at 184 for 3 of their allotted 20 overs. Abizar not out 85 of 57, Zed not out 7 of 7. As we have a look at the complete scorecard. Kunal, the captain, Kunal Bhupatrao retired out of the first ball. Prasanna Moses, cotton ball. Shubhan was 6 of 12. Abizar not out 85 of 57 with 5 boundaries and 3 maximums. Rahul Srivastava caught Shad both. Salahuddin 55 of 29 with 4 boundaries and 5 maximums. Ankur Gandhi 14 of 16. He was caught by Shad of the bowling of Oves with got 2 boundaries. And Zaid Faisal 7 not out of 7 balls without any hits to the fence. 17 extras in the innings. As we have a look at the bowling cards, Shubhan Ahmed opened the bowling 4 overs. He gave away 19 runs and took 1 wicket. Shad Chara 4 overs 38 runs, no wicket. Mohsin Ali 4 overs 38 runs, no wicket. Owais Ansari 4 overs 37 runs, 1 wicket. Anis Ahmed came in for the single over. He gave away 21 of that over. And Salahuddin 3 overs 28 runs, 1 wicket. So the chase will be with Munich. Ari Mena will have to score 185 in their allotted 20 overs.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Welcome back. The chase underway. 185 is what they're chasing. Shubhan and Oais opening the innings, and Abhinav is going to open the bowling. Right arm over the wicket. Starts off with a no ball. So it's a free hit right away. No ball for height. There you go. Take it. Word of advice from the captain. Prasanna is keeping wickets as Kunal is not well. The suffering in the camp as Subban takes strike. Misses out that one. So no run added. There's only one run on the board, albeit a no ball. Trying to cut this one, but too close to the body. No run there. Subban had scored 47 in the last game when these two teams had met. His tally is 13 matches, 309 runs, strike rate of 105. He'll have to do much better than that if he wants to get his side over the line today. Open the bowling for his side, and now this time he's batting as well. Misses out on the third time in succession. So the one no ball so far is a solitary run that's in the total, as this time edges this one going towards the third man boundary. There's a fielder there. Keeps it down to a single, so he's off the mark. Score moves on to 2. And brings Ovis on to strike for the first time. Need 185 in the 120 balls. They will need a good power play to start off with and then take it from there on. Ovis drives it back towards the bowler. No run there. Season 11 of the Insurance Cricket Premier League being played here at the Al Malik grounds, as asking for a caught behind, and that's the end of Ovis and under edge, and Prasanna does well. So a good start to the bowling for MarshMclennan. They have Munich Emmy right on the back foot, and under edge across the line, and a safe pair of hands for Prasanna. Sees the end of Ovis for no score. Shad, the new man, coming in at number 3. Comes at the fall of wicket of Ovis, who was out for no score of the 2 balls he faced. Zed to bowl the second over. Left arm over the wicket. The first time we're seeing a left arm bowler, medium pace rather, across the right hander, but enough width to send it towards the cover boundary. So first boundary of the innings. Score moves on to 6. And Subban moves on to 5 of 6 balls. 179 more needed in 18.5. Always drives it past back the bowler. The man at mid-off running to his right and keeps it down to a single. Brings Saad on strike for the first time. Played this shot, but not with much power. Had there been a bit more power, this probably would have crossed mid-off even before the fielder could have realized. But nevertheless, a single brings Shad on to strike. Trying to cut this one, not there. So it's a dot ball. Piece of advice from Subban to play straight rather than playing across. The runs are plenty with the left hander, not moving the ball a great deal. He's bowling it up, so you can convert it into a half volley once you see that as plays it straight. Much better stroke to get off the mark, gets a single. Score moves on to 8. Munich needs some aggressive approach at the top of the order. One of the two will have to start trying to take the onus as he bowls this one, plays on the wrong line, ball hitting the pads and going on to cannon onto the stumps. So further trouble for Munich, who are now 8 for 2. Earlier in the over, Subban had told him to play front, and this time have a look. He goes back, it cannons off his legs onto the off bail, and he has to make the long walk back to the pavilion. He is out for 5 of 7. Sorry, 6 of 8 with 1 boundary. Remember the last time they played, he had ensured that his team had seen victory. But as of now, he has now to sit in the dugout and watch his other teammates do the job. New man coming to the center. Coming in number 4. Salahuddin, the new man, coming in number 4. Comes at the fall of wicket of Subban Ahmed. Eight for 2. Said bowling to as another one. Was that a caught behind? That's what the images show right now. He was beaten for pace, probably took the edge into the keeper's gloves and outside. Have a look at the replay again. Now we can hear drop catcher. Have a look at it. Placed from within the crease. Yes, it was a definite edge. And into the keeper's gloves, Prasanna, and right outside it. So Salahuddin lucky to be there. Could have been 8 for 3. It's 8 for 2 right now in 2 overs. As Abhinav continues, he's got a wicket of the first over. This time balls outside the off stump. Cut through the fielder at point. Misses that one and the ball races away to the point boundary. So good start to the over for Munich. 12 for 2. Shad picking up a boundary. Have a look at it. Width on offer and plays it towards point. The fielder there doesn't stop that one and the ball races away towards the point boundary. This is fairly new ball and it's gonna travel the moment you get it well out of it. As this time trying to play from away from the body into the keeper's gloves. No run there. For 2. Right under the bat, missed by the keeper as well as the batsman. 4 byes to the total. They wouldn't mind that. Score moves on to 16. Prasanna deputizing for Kunal, who's not well. And he misses that one. Probably didn't guess the height. And the ball racing away towards the fine leg boundary. So 4 more runs added. So after taking a good catch of an under edge, and then he missed one of the previous over and now misses this one, as this one goes towards fine leg boundary. Another piece of misfield, gets that single. Score moves on to 17. 2.4 overs completed. In the air, in the vacant third man region for a boundary. Half an edge, and that one carried through towards the third man boundary. Score moves on to 21. For 2. Last ball of the over. This time another edge going towards the third man area. There's a fielder there stationed for that. So 1 more run added. End of the third over. 22 for the loss of 2 wickets. Shad batting 6 runs and Salahuddin batting on 5. Both the batsmen having a boundary each. First ball, a misfield there. The ball racing again towards the third man boundary. So MarshMclennan have to be better than what they have been doing on the field right now. They just held on to 1 catch, and apart from that, a few misfields and a drop catch. Have a look at that. Salahuddin cutting this one. The man at gully letting this one through his legs, and there's no protection after that. And the ball will race across the turf for another boundary. Score moves on to 26. Better ball this time, slightly keeping it slightly away from the batsman. Salah not so good batting. He's trying to cut everything. Just got to be careful. If the one shot you go back and cut, if it's right up there, drive the ball and make sure you access the cover in the mid-off region rather than point and gully. Much closer. This one been given LBW, and the third wicket to fall. So the good comeback by Zayed after giving away a boundary of the first ball, a dot ball to follow, and then this one close to the stumps. He was caught on the crease on the flap of the pad, and Salahuddin has to make the long walk back. Salahuddin out for the wicketkeeper batsman coming at number 5. So trouble for Munich. Mohammad Tanzil, 11 matches, 38 runs, strike rate of 84. Wouldn't want to find himself early on in the game. Is back, plays this towards third man. There's a no fielder behind, so a boundary for Tanzil. Stand and deliver, just guided this ball past the short third man. And score moves on to 30. Opens the face of the bat just past the short third man, and it races away for another boundary. That's 1.4 overs, 14 for 2. Plays it now towards the covers, but ball goes towards the short fine leg. No run there. Last ball of the over coming up. Tucks him up, plays it to a short mid wicket. End of the over. 8 runs coming off it and 1 wicket. So 30 for 3 at the end of 4.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Abhinav to continue. 12 for 1 of the 2 overs that he's bowled. He's bowling to Shad. Cuts this one towards gully. No run there. Abhinav bowling to Shad. Missed his footing, has to reload again. Abhinav bowling to Shad. Cuts this one again through the point region for another 4. Slightly short, and Shad is happy to go onto the back foot and play that one towards the cover region. Have a look at that. Slightly short, comes in line of the ball and sends this towards the cover region. Bisecting the man at point and covers. Score moves on to 34. Wait for the umpire signal. Not called a wide. He's happy with that one. Score remains on 34. This is the 5th over of the power play. Another over to go after this. 16 for 1. Takes in short, but not good enough. There's no protection, and this one is carted away over the point region for another boundary. Score moves on to 38. Have a look at this. He tries to bounce this one, but sits up, and Shah sends us over the point boundary. There's a man at extra covers, but 20-25 meters away from him to his left, and this one goes into the boundary. Score moves on to 38. Shad moves on to 14. This one plays it towards short covers. There's no run there. Last ball coming up. Bowling to Shad. Again short, plays it in the air, high on the bat. We wait and see if somebody's under this, and there's a bit of miscommunication between the bowler and Faizan. Allows that single to be completed, and Abhinav misses out on a catch. There was no clear communication between both of them. Resulted in the catch being dropped. 39 for 3 at the end of 5. Have a look at the replay. He bowls it short, sits up, he hits high in the air. Ball going towards covers. Faizan coming in and Abhinav coming in. Both of them misjudged, ended up clashing with each other, and the ball falls in between. So one more run added. Start of over number 6. Zaid to continue his third as he bowls this one outside the off stump. Keeper misses that one. Will be given up as a bye. Score moves on to 40. For 3. Tanzil batting 4 of 5 as he places off the inner half of the bat. Goes to a short fine. Again, no run there. Fielder station for that kind of a shot where it goes off the inner edge of the bat. The ball just shaping away from the batsman. If he doesn't try to drive it, he probably will get one on the inner half of the bat. And go towards the man at short fine. So 2 balls in the over. 4 more balls left in this power play. And after that, the field restrictions will be removed as this time he plays it towards long on. There's a fielder there. Abhinav the fielder. Single added. Brings Shad on to strike. Bit of effort in that ball and plays it softly towards the man at short square. The batsman complete a single. Score moves on to 42. They need 143 more of 14.2. That required run rate has now crept up to 9.98. Just a matter of time when it starts touching double digits. If they don't manage to get a few quick runs, and then gets uphill from there on. As he plays it towards the man at mid-off, a single completed. 43 for 3. Last ball of the power play coming up. 43 for 3. And get another wicket. Number 4, Shad playing from within the crease, and he loses his middle stump. So further trouble for Munich. Were now 43 for 4 at the end of power play. Have a look at it. Zayed rewarded for bowling a tidy line. Keeps it up to the batsman. The moment you miss, he's going to hit the stumps. And finally Shad's luck run out. He is out for 16 of 15 balls after 3 boundaries. 16 of 15 bowled Zayed for 16, 3 boundaries, no sixes. Kenneth, the new man, his first game, his debut game for Munich, RE, Mena. Sohail, right arm over the wicket, comes to the crease center to bowl. Sohail to Tanzil, full toss, surprised by that one. Didn't go in for that run. We'll wait for the umpire signal. Show me side on angle. Not a no ball. So no No ball being reviewed. It was a fair delivery. The batsman was just surprised with the full toss. Could have made better use of it as he this time drives this towards the wideish long off. The fielder there going around. Ankur, the fielder, keeps it down to 2. Score moves on to 45. .45 for 4. And some serious trouble as of now at number 5. 5th wicket. The chance of a run out could have been fatal, but not to be. It is remains at 45 for 4. Sohail bowling right arm over the wicket, keeping it tidy, keeping it up to the stumps of the batsman. As Tanzil plays this towards point, set up for a single, trying to get a run out at the non-striker's end. Throw not really good, so allows the batsman to complete the single. Score moves on to 46. Kenneth on strike. As Sohail misses his footing, will have to reload. Puts slide fully. The chance of an edge and taken. So wicket number 5. Kenneth's stay was just for one ball. He comes there, edges the first one, and this time Prasanna holds on to that. So more trouble for Munich, who are now 46 for 5. Have a look at that. Good bowling, keeps it up, edge, and straight into the hands of the wicketkeeper, who does no mistake. 46 for 5. Kenneth out not for first ball. Mohsen Ali Khan coming at number 7. Wouldn't have expected to come so early, but he has to join Mohammad Tanzil at the center. 9 matches, 54 runs. Need much more than the 54 that he has scored so far in the 9 games. Plays this one towards the third man area. Well played. Foolish delivery. Just blocks this one out towards the vacant third man area for 4 runs. So the 50 coming up at the end of 7 overs. Have a look at that. Just chops this one through the gully and shot third man, and the chase proving futile in the end, and the ball winning the race. 7 for 1 in the over completed. 50 for 5 at the end of 7. Ankur coming into bowl. He is bowling to Mohammad Tanzil, who plays it towards the point region, and a misfield there by the keeper. allows the single to be completed. Score moves on to 51, brings Mosen on to strike, who's batting 4 of 1. Tanzil reaching double figures with that single. He moves on to 10. "51 for 5. Ankur again trying to repeat the previous shot he had, but this time he didn't get any bat onto that. So a dot ball. Ankur now bowls this one for place to the man at gully. No run there. Score remains on 51. This is the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 11. This is the plate event, the first game of the plate event between MarshMclennan and Munich. Kane cuts this one towards gully and a single completed. Score moves on to 52. It's giving away 2 runs at the 4 balls he's bowled. Much better ball, just full up to the batsman, no feet movement whatsoever, and the ball into the keeper's gloves. Driving away from his body, no run there. End of the over. 8 overs completed, 52 for 5.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Over number 9 to start. Plays it right back past the bowler. There's a man at long off for that. Ankur trying to put his hand but decided to pull it back. Not sure if he about that. So that's a wise decision of not putting your hand. If you're not sure about you're going to take the catch, allows a single to be taken. Sohail is the bowler. Sohail 8 for 1 in the 2.1. He this time onto the pads, full but down the leg side, so he won't get a decision in his favor. Score remains on 53. Need another 132 runs of 11.4 overs at the run rate of 11.31. In the air, played it towards the vacant cover region. There's a man in extra cover who comes and does the fielding, so keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 54. In the air towards the man at long off. Ankur, the fielder there. Another single added. Score moves on to 55. Onto the pads. They're wanting a single, indecision there in the end. Both the bats are not going through with that single. 8.5 overs completed, 55 for 5. And the last ball of the over coming up. Sohail 1.5 overs, just given away 10 runs. Plays it towards the long on area for a single. End of the 9th over, 54 for 5. Tanzil batting 12 of 11 balls. And Mohsen batting 7 of 6. Ankur to start the 10th over of the innings before they go on a drinks break after this, as both are slightly short. Tanzil trying to cut this one. One bounce into the keeper's hands. Requiring another 129 of the remaining 65 balls. In the air towards the mid-wicket region, there's no protection there. Fielder giving the chase, 1 run completed. Score moves on to 57. Ankur onto the pads, probably going down leg side is what the umpire suggests. There's no LBW reviews. We'll have a look at the replay. यहाँ से नहीं दिखा हम पे कीपर वापस देखो, go back. Front angle है तेरे पास. This time drives it towards the long off boundary. There's a fielder there for that. Single added to the total. Moves on to 59. Moves on to 58. 2 more balls left in the over. Turns it, edges this one towards point, no run there. End of the over, 58 for 5 at the end of 10, and we go into a drinks break. Welcome back after the drinks break. The teams change sides and ends, so 58 for 5, needing another 127 in the remaining 10 overs at 12.7. Rahul Srivastava comes to the bowling crease. Rahul Srivastava, first ball, and we scored a no ball. And a free hit coming up. Wait for the umpire signal. Wide, continue. So another one more run. The free hit continues. Cuts this one towards point. There's a man there, but the ball turns around and the batsman just complete one run. Score moves on to 61. Right arm over the wicket. Plays it in the air towards short mid wicket. There's a man from deep mid wicket running in. Completes a single. Score moves on to 62. Tosses this one, plays it towards the cover region for another single. Score moves on to 63. Outside the line, not. Two more balls left in the over. Score remains on 63. Tanzil moving around the crease, wanting to send it towards square leg or backward or square, but not to be. Caught behind, but not given, so the game continues. Tanzil wanting to play this one over covers, missed that one, but still called a wide. So one more run added, 64 for 5. Rahul has already bowled a few extra balls that will keep them longer onto the field. This time shuffles across, plays it towards short fine, doesn't get any run. One more ball to go, 6 runs. In spite of those extra balls, not much damage done. Last ball of the over. Cuts this one towards extra cover, a single there. 65 for 5 at the end of 11. Rahul has given away 7 runs of this over. Mohsin batting 10 of 11. Tanzil batting 15 of 25. Akshay coming into bowl. He's bowling the 12th over of the innings. Right arm off spin. Shot this time, asking for an appeal. Batsman has been given not out. This one probably is missing the off stump. Have a look at that, right in front of the stumps. But the umpire deems that this was the impact was not it. This time Tanzil plays this towards mid wicket for a single. Score moves on to 66. This time trying to play over the bowler's head, makes no contact. The keeper collecting that one. Score remains on 66. Mohsin batting 10 of 12. This time flighting the delivery, but met with full force, sends it down towards the long off boundary for a single. Score moves on to 67. Last ball of the over coming up. Akshay ensuring that he's completing the over as early as possible. At this time, maneuvers this towards short fine. A single completed easily. So 3 runs coming off that over with 1 ball to spare. Slightly quicker this time at a flatter trajectory. End of the over. 3 runs coming off it. 68 for 5 after 12.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Over single of the first ball. Imran and this one's bowled. Imran, the bowler, giving away single of the first ball and then coming to take a wicket of the second ball. Mohsin trying to guide this one behind, misses the stump, and his stumps have been knocked over. .69 for 6. Mohsin out for 11 of 15 with 1 boundary. Strike rate of 73. Challenge now for Munich is whether they complete their quota of 20 overs. They need 116 more of the remaining 46 balls. At a run rate of 15.13. Mohit, the new batsman, coming to the center. Ten matches still to get into double digits in his career out here. A good opportunity to spend some time at the center, get a few runs under your belt, get that confidence going into the next game. Let's place it into the air towards the man at long off. The single there. He's off the mark with that single. A good shot. This is the same temperament he'll have to use. Play on merit. Keep scoring those singles. Score moves on to 70 for 6. 12.3 overs gone. 4th ball of the over. In the air towards short covers. No run there. Goes on the back foot and plays it towards short covers. They complete a single. Throw to the wrong end. They should have targeted the non-striker's end. A single to finish, and 71 for 6. Last ball of the over coming up. Just 2 runs coming off it as Mohit takes strike. He's batting 1 of 1. Again, plays it in the air towards wide long off for a single. 72 for 6 at the end of 13. Tanzil batting 18 and Mohit batting 2. 3 runs coming off that over. Akshay to continue, given away 3 runs of first over. This one, inner edge of the bat, goes towards square leg. The man at deep mid wicket coming in to field the ball. Single to Mohit, sorry. He's batting 3 of 3. Tanzil on strike now. This time swipes this one towards deep mid wicket. The man coming into play again for a single. 74 for 6. Sam drills this one towards the long off boundary. Fielder coming there. Again another single added. Score moves on to 76. Tanzil shuffling across the crease. Sends it to short mid wicket. There's no run there. Score remains on 75. Called wide, quite close to the leg stump, but the rule is the moment it goes down leg side, it will be called a wide. So 1 more run added. This time plays it towards the short square leg. The fielder doing well, keeps it down to a single. So no boundaries coming. Last ball of the over, 77 for 6. Bowling down leg side will be called a wide, so he'll have to reload. 78 for 6. Slightly short, goes on the back foot, plays it high into the long off area. Fielder there coming around and keeps it down to a single. So end of the over, 79 for 6 at the end of 14 overs. In the air, first ball high in the air. The man at long on is unable to cut it off and wait for the umpire's signal. It's been called a 6. Shujat, the bowler. Have a look at the shot and sends it high in the air. The man at long on was interested for a moment, but not to be in the end. It goes over the... So welcome boundary after quite some time, and this time bowls it quite full. They play a single, waiting for the umpire's signal. He sends it upstairs, direct throw. We'll have to wait and watch. Go back again. Go 1 frame back. Rock and roll again. 2 frames ahead. And the batsman inside his crease, not out. Just made it. Bails are off the screw, but the batsman has just made it. So he survives that close call. Tanzil surviving that run out scare, and this time down the leg side, the keeper missing that one. They complete an extra run along with that. Score moves on to 88 with that. 2 more runs. Shutad's given away 9 runs so far. Apart from the 6, a single and 2 wides. He'll have to come back strong. As this time Mohit plays it down towards the long off region for a single. They decide in taking an extra run. We'll wait for the umpire signal whether that is allowed. Yes, it is. The ball was thrown and the bowler making a mess of it. Fielder doing well and throwing it to the bowler. Brings Mohit back onto strike. He's on 14. Plays it in the air towards the man at covers Zed. The fielder doesn't catch onto that, so another chance goes begging. We have a look at the overthrow that was there. Played it down towards long off. The fielder doing well there to field the ball. Throws it back to the bowler. There was nothing much that had to be done. Next one, plays it down towards third man. Complete another single. Have a look at that. The bowler fielding the ball and missing that one. The batsman first deciding against, but then deciding that there was enough space to go ahead for that single, and they run through. Askar bowling for the first time. He bowls to as Tanzil plays it towards deep point for a single. Score moves on to 93. 93 for 6. This time Mohit plays it off the inner half of the bat towards short fine. The keeper doing the fielding. No run there. (93 for 6). Askar to continue. Given a 1 run of the 2 balls he's bowled. This time right up to the batsman. Mohit plays it towards the cover region, and that's another boundary. A rare boundary that's been a part of this innings. So Mohit has managed to get a 6 and now a 4 to his credit. In the slot, wedges this one over, covers, and there's no fielder there. Allows the ball to go to the boundary. Score moves on to 97. This time onto the pads, down towards fine leg. The short fine leg fielder fielding, but parrying the ball towards the boundary. So what could have been a single or two now culminates into a 4. And the 100 coming up. 101 for 6. Have a look at that. The ball was just topping along, and then he decides to field, and by the time he picks it up, he sends the ball over to the fine leg boundary. So 4 more runs added to the total. (101 for 6). This time Mohit full ball plays it over the man at long on for another single. 102 for 6. Last ball of the over coming up. (102 for 6). Tanzil on strike. Full toss. Plays it back towards the bowler. No run there. End of the over. 102 for 6 at the end of 16.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Start of over number 17. Full toss, plays it towards the man at short covers. There's no run there. (102 for 6). Shujat the bowler. Mohit missing out on an opportunity to get some more runs. This time, the moment it's ball full, he's managing to send it over the bowler's head. But there's a man at long on and long off, quite straight. So they keep it down to a single and get him off strike. Brings Tanzil on strike. Score moves on to 103. (103 for 6). This time, given some width, plays it towards the extra cover boundary. There's a fielder there. Another single. Score moves on to 104. This time plays it back towards the bowler. Misfield there, allows the single to go through. So score moves on to 105. Ankur, the fielder there. Sujat bowling down leg side will be called a wide and an extra run. Not so good keeping by Prasanna. Just putting his hand to it and then pulling it back. That is going to cause him injuries. I'm sure his fingers will be sore at the end of this innings. Dot ball. Scored 107 for 6. Last ball of the over. This time the batsman misses and Sujat gets a wicket. Gone for 18 of the 2 overs he's bowled. 107 for 7 at the end of 17. Man out, Mohit. He's out for 22 with 1 boundary and a 6. Have a look at that. Playing across the line. The moment you miss that one, your stumps are exposed and that's what happens. 22 of 19 bowled Sujat, 1 boundary and 1 6. A valiant attempt for his side. New man to the crease. Starts off with a wide again. Rajit, the new man, coming in, partnering Tanzil, who's been standing there for quite some time. Aksar bowling the first ball and he bowls it down leg side for a wide. So 1 more run added. Score moves on to 108. Needing another 77 more runs of the remaining 18 balls. The target as of now will be to complete these 20 overs and try to score as much as you can. There's another dot ball. Plays it towards gully. There's no run there. This time flicks it towards the square leg boundary. There's a completed 1 and they come back easily for the second by the time the fielder from short square leg runs towards the square leg area. So 2 more runs. Score moves on to 110. And Tanzil now moves out to 25 of 40. Time cuts this one towards point and they complete a single. Score moves on to 111. Brings Rajit on to strike for the first time. Rajit wrapped on the pads but going down leg side, so (111 for 7). Rajit now edging this one and beats the keeper and goes to the boundary. So Rajit opens his account. That's a bye rather, not a edge. Keeper didn't move a centimeter and all he could see was the ball going towards the boundary. So 4 more runs added to the total. One more run added. After quick single taken. Right, plays this, edges this one towards point, and they take a quick single. Another single. क्या रोकी उसने? Tanzil this time plays it in the air towards deep mid wicket, completes a single. Score 120 for 7. Full toss, plays it towards short square. There's a single completed. Score moves on to 121. Last ball of the over. Plays it towards short covers, no run there. End of the over. Imran's bowled his 2 overs, given away 8 runs and 1 wicket. Last over of the game coming up, 64 more runs required. This game truly in the bag of MarshMclennan, as Kunal had said at the start of the game, that they will bring their A game to the fore. 9 bowlers being used by MarshMclennan in this innings. None of them completing their quota of Zayed. There's the only one who's going to complete if he finishes these 6 balls, as the next one plays towards wide mid off. A single being completed. One more run added. Score moves on to 122. This one towards point, no run there. Score remains on 122. Zed bowling the third ball of the over, plays it with soft hands towards short third man. And they complete a single, brings Rajit on to strike. Score moves on to 123. This time bowled, playing across the line and losing his stump. So a wicket for Zaid. He's now 17 for 3 in the 3.4 overs he's bowled. Another couple of deliveries more in this game. And number 10 batsman will have to walk in. Have a look at this. Bowls it straight. Rajit plays across the line and back goes the leg stump. New man at the crease. Plays it down towards short covers. No run there. Last ball of the game coming up. Kasi, the new man, is going to play the fifth ball and now playing the last ball of the match. Drives this down towards mid-off. A misfield there, but they decide against the run. So they finish the quota of 20 overs, 123 for 8. So you have a look at the scorecard. Subhan bowled Zaid for 6 of 8. Ovesh Ansari out for not of 2 balls. He was caught by Prasanna of the bowling of Abhinav. Shad out for 16 of 15 with 3 boundaries. He was bowled by Zaid. Salahuddin LBW Zaid for 9 of 6. Mohammad Tanzil was the man who was standing amongst the ruins. He was 29 of 46 with 1 boundary. He's not out. Kenneth out first ball, caught by Prasanna of the bowling of Sohail. Mohsin scored 11 of 15 with 1 boundary. Mohit bowled Shujat for 22 of 19. He got 1 boundary and a maximum. Rajit Ramdas was bowled by Zaid of 5 of 8. And Kasi not out, none of 2 balls. 25 extras in the innings. 123 is what they got in the end. So MarshMclennan winning by 61 runs. And we have the presentations coming up in the next few minutes. We have the bowling analysis. Abhinav Bakshi 3 overs 21 runs 1 wicket. Zaid Faisal 4 overs 19 runs 4 wickets. Sohail Muzaffir 2 overs 11 runs 1 wicket. Ankur Gandhi 2 overs 4 runs no wicket. Rahul Srivastava 1 over 7 runs. Akshay Astana 2 overs 10 runs no wicket. Imran 2 overs 8 runs 1 wicket. Shujat 2 overs 18 runs 1 wicket. And Aksar Khan 2 overs 11 runs. The fall of wickets: first wicket fell at score of 2, second at 8, third at 26, fourth at 43, sixth at 46. Then a bit of a partnership for the 6th wicket for 23 runs at 69, at 7th one at 107, and the 8th one at 123. So 61 runs victory for MarshMclennan in this plate event, the first game. We'll have the presentations coming soon, followed by the second Super 8 match, which is the last game of the day on a Super Saturday. Hello and welcome to the post-match presentation of the plate game, the first game of this league between MarshMclennan and Munich ME. MarshMclennan making a comprehensive 61-run victory. Man of the match is Abizar. Will be presented by Hamad and Ganesh, the trophy as well as the plaque. Thank you, Hamad. Abizar, first ball you go in, you see your captain's not well. What was in your mind the moment you walked in?
I think for me, we had anyways decided that we should have a 180 as a target. So for me, it was captain is out. We do have a very strong batting lineup, but it was important to be there, stick around, take the team to that score. I think that's all what was in my mind.
And you would want to take this wicket with you every time you go somewhere because the wicket's really good and you were enjoying your batting out there.
I think, yeah, the wicket was good. In fact, it wasn't windy also. We've been experiencing that in a couple of last matches. So good place to hit the runs, and I think we tried our best and we got it there.
Thank you, and all the best for the rest of the tournament. We'll be talking to Mohsin from Munich, captain of Munich. Mohsin, give me this. Thanks. Ooh. Take a cap on the left side. That's okay. Mohsin, let's focus on the positives in this game. The first game of the league, I think the boys were a bit rusty when they walked in, and chasing 180 was always going to be a tough task.
Yeah, I think we did best what we could. With we had 2 key players missing, but I think the boys played well. Maybe we were a bit unlucky in the start. If the batsman could have stuck, then we could have completed the score.
And what positives do you take back from this game?
I think the way we did the first 10 overs and then the way we brought back the score to 180 restricted them at one point looking was above 200. So I think that was we fielded well, we bowled well. Yeah.
Thank you, and all the best for the rest of the tournament. We'll have the captain of MarshMclennan. Kunal, please come forward. Kunal, first of all, an update of your injury. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling better. It actually started from the last match itself, last match of the league, where I pulled up a muscle. I thought I would be better before the match, but as soon as I went there, I think giving pressure on the back leg had just aggravated it. Let's see. The scans has been done. I will check it out, how it goes for the next match. But yeah, definitely do not want to miss any of the games. Very well organized, and team looks forward for their captain to even play. So let's see how does it go at the next match. I'm feeling better. I can walk, not a problem. But I didn't want to aggravate it.
And how is the team doing so far? A 61-run victory, a comprehensive victory. What is the message to the boys? And are they going to get complacent, or they need to make sure they keep the intensity going on with as the tournament progresses?
Obviously not going to go complacent, because they had played the entire match without their captain, right? Prasanna chipped in, stood in my absence. That was a very good captaincy. The entire team efforts. I think the match was over in the first 10 overs itself when we got their 5 batters down, right? So definitely we are not going to go any complacent. We are here to win this trophy. We are here to win this Plate Cup. Our start was bad when we started the league matches, but we want to capitalize as we had beaten the best teams in the league as well, as I said specifically in the initial phases. So let's see how does it go. The start is very good, and obviously by grace of God it will go good.
Thank you, and all the best, and take care of yourself. The news from the center. The first Plate game concluded. MarshMclennan, a 61-run victory. The last game of the Super 8 coming up later in the day. Stay tuned for the toss. Thank you.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.